All right, so this is a Yoga Sculpt and Strength. No weights needed, but you will need a mat and a block. And have a water handy because you will probably want to take breaks, and you should take breaks. Do what's right for your body. If there's a time that you need to modify, please do. If you need to take a break, jump back in when you can. We're going to start with some active warm-ups, then we'll get into our sun salutation variations, and then we're going to get into some full body and core. So core is the focus today. Yeah, we'll be down on the mat for quite a bit of the core. So if you want a thicker mat, some people do. But all right, so we're going to start with some standing warm-ups, maybe just feet kind of semi-wide apart, and let's just do some easy, slow squats. Inhale on the up and exhale as you come down. Reaching up high, stretching the body out. Waking up. And let's do one more. Down and up. Biggest inhale you've had all day. And then we'll go into maybe a slightly wider stance and just lunging side to side. Waking up those legs. And then if you want to move the arms, opening up. And then we'll bring the stance a little closer and just tap and twist. Letting the arms just kind of rotate around. Opening up space in the spine. One more. Then let's stay facing forward and just reaching up and tapping. All right, let's go back to those squats just a few more times before we move on. So squatting down and then inhaling up. Exhaling. Maybe getting a little deeper into your squat this time. Okay, last one more down. Really warming up. And come to your mountain step to the top of your mat. Inhale, and then exhale into a forward fold. Letting your body just settle in a little bit, opening up the lower back. You can let your hands support it on your legs or on the mat, or you can grab opposite elbows and just dangle. Letting the head drop. And then on your next exhale, inhale to halfway lift. The spine lengthening it like a L shape. And then down one more time. Maybe a little deeper into your forward fold. Inhale as you rise all the way up this time. Arms sweep out and up. And exhale to mountain pose. So feet are about hip width apart and you feel lengthened up through your spine and the crown of your head. Let's do some shoulder rolls forward, up, squeeze them really high, and then let them drop back and down, relaxed. Forward, up, back and down. Inhales, you pull forward and up. Exhale as you relax back and down. And then we'll go the other way. So back and up, forward and down. Back and up, forward and down. One more, back and up, forward Forward and down. We're going to get into our sun salutation variation. So it's a little different than a vinyasa class. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands in the ground. Step back with your right foot, then left into a plank position. We are going to do one push-up here. So you're welcome to drop the knees for a supported push-up or stay up high. So one push-up down and up, nice and strong. And then push your hips up and back to down dog. Stay here for a minute since this is our first down dog. You can pedal it out. Maybe sway your hips side to side. Let the head drop and even give some head nods or shake back and forth. Get all the clicks and cracks out. All right, then come back into stillness in your down dog. Step forward with your right foot, then left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. We go into our second round. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time step back, left foot, then right foot into your plank. Drop the knees if you want, or stay up high for 2 push-ups this time. Keeping the elbows nice and close. Then pushing back into your down dog. Step forward using your left foot first, then your right. Into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, arms sweep out and up. Exhale, forward fold, round 3. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to your plank. We're up to 3 push-ups now. So you can drop the knees whenever you need a little extra support. And then we'll meet back in a down dog. Then bend your knees, look between your thumbs, and step or hop forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, forward fold, round 4. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to your plank. 4 push-ups. You got this. Drop the knees if you need. And then we'll meet back in our down dog when you're done. All right, look or soften the knees, bend them down, look between your thumbs, and then step or hop forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Biggest inhale you've had all day. And exhale, forward fold into round 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to your plank, keeping those elbows soft if you hop. 5 push-ups. Do as many as you can. And then drop the knees whenever you need to. When you're done, press into your down dog. We'll meet there. Then bend your knees. Look between your thumbs. Step, hop, or float up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling deeply as you rise up, sweeping the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. This is our last round, round 6. Our body's waking up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, bend the knees, and then step or hop back with soft elbows. 6 push-ups. We got this. It's the last round. Push yourself. Drop the knees if you need, but keep going. And then press back into down dog. We will meet there. You got it. All right. Look, actually bend your knees first, and then look between your thumbs, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. All right, awesome job, everybody. Let's come up all the way up. Inhaling, sweeping the arms out and up. Our bodies are awake. We have done some good saluting to that sun. All right, we're going to get into some core. So we're going to come down onto our mat. Let's inhale, arm sweep out and up, and then exhale, forward fold. Working our way down to the mat. Plant the hands, then take some tiny steps back and drop the knees. We're going to meet in a table position on the mat. All right, Monday. It's time to power up the week, power up our core. Tuck your toes and hover your knees a few inches above the floor. So making sure shoulders are above wrists, hips are above knees. Got a nice flat table. If there was a glass of water on your back, it would be balanced. It would be stable. You don't want to curve down or curve up. So just lengthen through the spine. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, almost there, 1. All right, from here, keep that hover. Bring one knee to your chest and back. Now bring the other knee to your chest and back. If you need a break, drop the knees for a moment, hop back in when you can. We're going to keep alternating knees. Now, instead of just to your chest, start moving those knees towards the opposite elbow, giving a little bit of twist to your lower body. Keeping the hands planted very strong. You can drop the opposite knee to the ground if you need, or stay hovering. Last one on the right, last one on the left. Now, drop your knees if you need a break, or we're going to twist both knees together to the right, dropping the left hip down, back up, then step to your plank, right, left, back to your table, right, left. You can be floating or on your knees for this. Now, twist to the right again, same side. Step back, right, left. Step forward, right, left. So this is our pattern. Twist to the right. Step back, right, left. Step forward, right, left. We got a few more. Twist. Step back, right, left. Step forward, right, left. Keeping the knees hovering if you can, or dropping them down to a table position is just fine. Whatever your body's asking for. My arms are definitely shaking. This is the last one. You got it. Step back, right, left, step forward, back into that floating table or table. We're going to the other side. Twist to your left, knees to the left, dip your hip right, then step back left, right, step forward, left, right. Twist knees to left, step, 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 twist. Keep going in that same direction. Step, 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 twist. You got this. Just 3 more. Twist. Oh, I am definitely shaking. If you're not shaking, you're not doing something right. You got it. Twist. All right, last one. Out, out, in, and we're going to hold our table. So if you can balance up into your floating table, hold it as long as you can. If you need a little break, jump back in as soon as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees. Okay. Sit back into that child's pose. Oh, okay. That was quite a sequence. Nice job, everybody. Core is activated. Whole body activated. All right. Let the breath slow down, then sitting up onto your knees into that hero position, or you can come up if that feels better for you. We'll just take some arm movements, because that was actually a lot on the arms, as much as it was for the core. So stretching, maybe grabbing the palms or the elbows behind your back. Stretching open the chest, stretching the shoulders back. Deep breath. Okay. Nice job, everybody. Raising the energy level for Monday, for the week ahead. Oh, maybe even like a tricep stretch with one elbow behind your head. And then the other side. Okay, shake it out. We're done with floating tables. I won't make you do floating tables anymore. We've met our quota on the floating tables. However, we're gonna go back into this table. Let's stretch the wrists a little bit before we move on. So pedaling through the hands and the wrists, slowly start to rotate the fingers towards the outside of your mat, and then even back towards your body as far as feels good, pedaling, stretching them out. And then if you want to stay in stillness here and kind of lean back a little bit, you can. And then start to pedal them again, walking them back forward to neutral. Lifting all the weight out of your hands, flipping them so the tops of your hands come to the mat. Be very gentle at first. See how this feels. Only put a tiny, tiny bit of weight into them. And then as they get a little bit more confident, you can add a little bit more, as much as your wrists are willing to take today. Stretching those forearms especially, so you can even like sit back just a little bit in your hips and really stretch those forearms along with the wrists. All right, coming back up, lifting the wrists, shake them out a little bit. And then we will come back to our table. So we're going to do, take a water break whenever you need. We're going to do a balancing table. So we'll stay grounded into our table with one arm and one leg. Stretch your, we're going to do the right leg out behind you, straight up behind you, and then stretch the left arm straight in front of you, forward. You can stay here, or if you want, you can lift your right leg so that it's parallel to the mat. This is our balancing table. So just holding it here for a minute, lifting the arm up as high as you can and the leg up as high as you can. We're going to take this into a bird dog. So bringing that elbow and knee together down by your chest, and then stretching them back out again. So just kind of slowly crunching in. And then stretching back out. Crunching in. Stretching out. Trying to squeeze that leg and that glute at the top of the hold. All right, we have 4 more. Slow. Coming in. 3, 2, 1. Crunch it in. Stretch it back out. And we're going to pulse at the top of the move. So pulsing. Trying to raise that straight arm, straight leg up a little higher with each pulse. All right. You got 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, swim your left arm to the left side. Bend your back leg and touch. See if you can touch your foot or ankle or reach for it. Come back forward and do that again. So swimming the arm around, seeing if you can reach for that back foot. We'll do 4 more. 3, 2. We got 1 last one. Touch that back foot if you can. Come back to that balancing table. We're going to hold here. This is our last hold. The end of this side. You got it. 4, 3, 2, a little higher. 1, and drop down. Woo, okay. Shake it out. Maybe shake the hips. Maybe sit back in your child's pose. Ooh, that feels good in the lower back. Keep a little wiggle. Moving all that lactic acid around. Shake it out. If you want to come up onto your knees, shake out the hands. Take a drink. I know I definitely need one. Okay. All right. We're going to the other side. So your body knows what's coming. We're coming back to our table. This time, stretch your left foot straight back behind you. You can keep it grounded here, pressing through the heel. Lift the right arm up above your head. You can stay here or lift your back leg up as high as you can, keeping that heel pushed to the back of the back wall, the back space, whatever's behind you. We're just going to hold here for a moment. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bird dog. So elbow, knee come together by the chest and then straighten back out. Slow crunches in, stretching out. See if you can pull that belly button into the spine as you crunch in. And then squeeze the glute as you straighten out. Just 4, 3, almost there. 2, last crunch in, straighten it back out, and we're going to pulse high. So pulsing at the top of the move. With every pulse, see if you can press a little higher in your arm and leg. Squeezing that glute, pressing through that heel. Pulling the belly button up to the spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, swim that right arm to your right side and back as far as you can. See if you can find your foot and then come back forward. Stretching the leg out. Swimming back and forward. Back and forward. We got 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Stretch it out forward. We're just going to hold this balancing table. Drop your leg if you need a quick break. Jump back in when you can. Trying to keep that spine very lengthened. Pulling the belly button up into the spine. Protect that back. Squeezing the glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop everything down. Take a moment. Both sides, nice, fully cooked. Coming back. Stretching out how you need to in child's pose or up on your knees. Taking a drink. Okay, promise, tables are done. Each move always starts out like, oh yeah, I can do this. And then like, it just keeps going. And like, yeah. So, all right, table's done. We're gonna go into a little bit of upper body before we get back to our core. So we're gonna come into a plank. So a little bit different than table because if you're in a supported plank, it's gonna be a little bit further back. Or if you're in a full plank, legs will be straight. So we're gonna do push-ups. So slowly lowering down. You can be in supported or full push-up. We're gonna do 4 here. 4 slow push-ups. When you get to your 4th one, then we're gonna press back into a down dog. So if you're in a supported plank, you can lift the knees off the mat, pushing back into that down dog. All right, slowly coming back to your plank, rocking, shifting forward. Drop the knees if you need. We're gonna do 4 more push-ups. 3, 4. When you get to your 4th, we're gonna slowly press back into that down dog. Taking a deep breath here, stretching out. This should feel really good. And then shift back to your plank. This is gonna be our last set. Full or supported plank. 4 push-ups. 2, 3, 4. Press back into your down dog. If you need, go to a child's pose and rest. Or down dog. Sort of an active rest here. All right. Slowly shifting back to your plank. Full or supported plank. So drop the knees if you want. We're going to do a half push-up hold. So low plank. We're going to hold it here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it a little lower. Just 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can press up into your down dog. Whoa, that was super hard. Okay. Almost didn't make that one. All right. Down dog. Now shift forward. Drop the knees. Whew. All right. Shake out those hands. Shake out the arms. All right. Meet me in a side plank. So maybe if you want to come onto your right side, facing the left side of your mat for people here. Or Sam, if you want to like turn so your head's at the back of the mat, then you can see me a little better. Yeah, does that make sense? Okay. Okay, we're in a side plank. We're actually going to do some hip lifts. So I think, yeah, let's stay on our forearms. You might want to bend your knees just a little bit before we head up. So lifting up, then it's easier to kind of press into those feet. So you're at the top of the move here. Or, so this is the full plank. If you want a supported plank, you just bend your bottom knee like a little kickstand. So either way is going to work, I promise. We're going to do some hip lifts. So slowly dip those hips down and back up. Down and back up. So you can be in your full or supported plank, side plank. This is also definitely working the arms, especially after those push-ups. 3, 2, last hip lift. Now stay in that plank, lift the top leg up and down, up and down, up and down, up. Just 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank, full or supported. You got this. You got it. I got it. 4, 3, 2. Oh man, I'm shaking. 1. Okay, drop down. Oh gosh, that was super hard. Shake out the arm, the hip, the body. Yeah, okay. All right, let's go to the other side. All right, so find your forearm plank, full or supported. To get up into it, I always like to have a little bit of a bend in my knees, and then I press into my feet as I lift up. Again, you can stay here or bend that bottom knee for a supported plank. Okay, hip dips. Dip down and back up. Down, back up. If you are in a full plank, you can have your feet stacked, or you can have your feet one in front of the other. Whatever feels good to you. 3, 2, 1. All right, find your plank. Leg lifts. Lifting that top leg up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, just hold that plank. Full or supported. Okay. 5. This is it. 4, 3, just 2. Last one, and drop those hips down. Release. Okay. Shake it out. Grab some water. All right, total body cooked. It's done. We're gonna do some focusing on abdominals now. So mostly abdominals. So we are actually gonna lay back down on our mat, flat on our backs. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. We're gonna lay down. I gotta look at my notes for a second. All right. On your back, lengthening, like you're in Shavasana first. Let's just lengthen all the way. Letting the legs drop down straight, bringing the arms up over the head. Inhaling and stretching through the whole body. And then on your exhale, bring your hands one to your heart, one to your belly. I just want you to focus on inhaling into the belly. And as you exhale, pull that belly button down to the spine. So inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, pull the belly button to the spine, squeezing out the air. We'll do this a few more rounds. Really engaging those abdominals, starting to warm them up. Nice and slowly. Okay. Slowly bring the knees to the chest. Hugging them in with your arms. Maybe rocking side to side. Slowing down the breath. Also, just kind of massaging the spine. Maybe rocking forward and back a little bit. Massaging the back side. And then we'll meet back down, flat on our backs, with the feet flat on the floor. So knees are up, tented up. And we're going to need our block for this. So wherever your block is, grab that. I do not have it in a very convenient position. Okay, we'll meet back on our backs. Take the block, place it between your thighs. Hold it there and give it a squeeze. Then bring those knees back to the chest like we just were, hugging them in. So you might have to adjust your block a little bit so you can still hug them into your chest. All right, let your hands go to the side, keeping your knees where they are. So your hands are down straight on the mat. I want you to lift your head, neck, and shoulders up to meet your knees. Hands will float off the ground and reach forward. So you're in a tight little ball, pulling the knees in, pressing them together, reaching the arms forward as far as you can, pulling in, pull that belly button down to the spine. And then release back down to the ground, head, neck, and shoulders. Release the feet back to the ground. We're going to build on this. So these are our crunch holds. This time, we'll raise the legs up, but this time they're going to be in like a table position. So kind of a 90-degree angle instead of pulling all the way to your chest. From here, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Reach those arms forward. Keep squeezing that block. Pull the belly button down. Try to keep the neck relaxed and neutral. Holding. 3, 2, 1, and drop back down. Okay, feet back on the ground. You can release the block. We're done with the block for now. Thank you, block, for helping us focus our attention. Now, hopefully those muscles are activated. So we're going to build this time without the block. Bring those knees back to that floating table. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Reach the arms. You can stay here, right here, or straighten the legs out to about a 45-degree angle. But only lower them down as far as you can without lifting the lower back off the ground. You want your lower back flat on the ground. Holding here, really reaching those hands forward. 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring those knees in the chest. Hug them in. Okay, we have one more variation. So you can stay where your body wants to work, or you can keep building with us. All right, so first, legs into that table position, head, neck, and shoulders off, arms stretch forward, stay here, or straighten the legs. If you want to go even further, reach the arms up and overhead. Pressing the palms back behind you if you can. 4, 3, really pressing the belly button down. Keep that lower back on the mat. And 1, bring everything in. Nice job. Okay, that was our low boat pose. If you want, you can kind of sway side to side, and then we'll start rocking forward and back. We're going to land in that sitting position, so when you get high enough, just stay upright. Okay, remember that low boat pose, because we're gonna come back to it. So come forward over your legs or shift them to the side so we can come into a forward fold. Keep that block handy. And then inhale as you rise all the way up. Oh man, it feels so good to stand now. Reaching out and up. Inhale and exhale to your mountain. Oh wow, feels good. Feels good to stand. All right, grab that block. Place it between your thighs. We're gonna squeeze. Maybe feet should be about hip width, so fairly close together. We're gonna go into our chair pose, squeezing this block. So arms are gonna come up as you inhale, sitting your hips back, bending the knees, trying to keep the knees behind the feet, holding here, squeezing that block, and then standing back up. Inhale, exhale. All right. We're gonna do that one more time. So on your next inhale, sweep the arms forward and up, sitting back into those heels. A little bit deeper this time, a little bit deeper. See if you can go, just keep lowering down as far as you can. When you get to your max, drop the arms in front of you. Give yourself a little support as you come back to your mat, sitting all the way down. Okay. We're gonna keep this block between our thighs. We're gonna go into a high boat pose now. So a little bit different because our lower back is gonna be up. So we're gonna, first we will lift the legs into that bent knee position and then lift the arms. So this is the beginning of our high boat with bent knees because we're squeezing that block, trying to lift the chest. Keeping the neck neutral. Okay, bring it forward, drop that block. Take a little, it actually feels good to me to cross my legs and fold forward a moment. Stretching those hips. Taking a little reset. And then we'll meet back with our feet in front. Leaving the block aside this time if you want. We're gonna meet back in that bent knee boat position, high boat. You can stay here or you can straighten the legs. This is the full high boat. So bent knee or straight leg, it's up to you. Holding up, arms parallel to the mat. Chest pulled open as much as you can. Okay, drop forward. Whew, okay. Lots of boats today. It's gonna get more fun, I promise. All right, we're gonna keep building on. So find your bent knee or straight knee boat. From here, slowly start to lower down and then come back up. Oh, and then drop again. Okay. Take a little rest. All right, this time we're gonna go from high boat to low boat and back and forth. And we're gonna do that a few times before we rest. So we're gonna start in our high boat position. So high boat with bent knees or straight knees, either way works. It's up to you. Slowly lowering, rolling back into that low boat position. So back, the lower back is flat against the mat. Raise the arms up overhead if you want. Then bring the arms back down. Now lift up into your high boat. Low boat, slowly lowering down. Arms above the head. Then arms back down. Raise up in your high boat. Low boat. Arms up head. And back down. Raising up. One more low boat. Arms overhead. Arms back down. Reaching forward. Up in your high boat last time. Oh, and release. Okay. Whew. Take a little break. Fold forward if that feels good. That always feels really good for me. Fold over those cross legs, maybe both ways, crossing them both. Take a drink. Okay, ready? Is anyone going to talk to me after this? What's that? No. We are going to lay all the way back down on the mat. All right, let's stretch those abdominals a little bit more. Stretching the arms up overhead. Reaching the arms to one side of the room and the toes the other. Okay, come into that little ball position again. Bring the knees to the chest. Rock side to side. All right, we're going to do some roll-ups. So laying flat on the mat, legs outstretched, arms up overhead. We're going to slowly raise the arms so they're reaching up to the ceiling. When you get to that point, slowly lift the head, neck, and shoulders and start rolling the spine up and over your legs into a folded forward position. And then inhale as you sit up nice and tall. And then lower the spine down, rolling it vertebrae by vertebrae very slowly. Arms reach up and over the head. Trying to use the inhale now as you reach your arms up and lift up. Pulling forward over those outstretched legs. Exhale out all the air. Inhale to sit up. Lengthening your spine upwards. And then rolling the spine down vertebrae by vertebrae on the exhale. We'll do 2 more of those very slowly. So inhaling, arms come forward. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, lengthening up nice and tall. And then exhale, rolling down. One last one. Inhale, slowly rolling up. Reaching over the legs towards the toes, past the toes if you can. Inhale nice and tall, and then exhale all the way down. Arms up overhead. And then arms back down by your side. We're going to make sure that we strengthen that lower back a little bit because we've done a lot of abdominals. So rolling over onto your stomach. Placing the hands below like the shoulder area. So legs and hips are going to press firmly into the mat as we slowly raise the chin and the chest up. Hold for 2 seconds and then lower back down. Hold here for 2 seconds, recover, and then lift up. Pulling the elbows toward each other. Pulling the shoulder blades back and then slowly lowering down. Lifting up. Pulling the belly button up into the spine. Pressing the hips into the mat. And then lowering down. One more time, lifting up. Pull the elbows back and down together. Pull the belly button into the spine. And then lowering down. Pressing back into your child's pose.
Nice job, everybody. I hope all those abdominals are awake and ready to support you all week long.
All right, coming back up, we're just going to cool down with some stretches. So we'll come up into a sitting position. I had a few more boat poses on deck, but I feel like that was probably good for today. So maybe we'll build on next time. Let's come into that wide-legged position. Ooh, I feel that in my hips. Reaching forward, stretching, forward fold. Then walk your hands over to your right side, stretching over your right leg. Coming back to center. And then walking your hands to your left side. I like to use my right hand and kind of pull myself over that left leg, twisting through that side and lower back. Walking the hands back to center. Coming back up. We'll come into that butterfly position, folding over, really stretching through those inner thighs. And the lower back. This one's really good for my lower back. Come into that cross-legged position now. Let's stretch the arms, or any comfortable seated position. We're going to do a few arm stretches. So stretch one arm across, using the other hand not on the elbow or any joint, just pulling it right on the middle of the arm. Okay, we'll do the other one. And then stretching the arms behind you, so either grabbing opposite elbows or the palms together, clasping the arms and looking up. Let's come up into a standing position. Ooh, that feels good. All right, we better stretch the abdominals a little bit. So stretching one arm up and over. And then the other arm up and over. Bring one leg out in front of you. Opposite arm comes up in front, stretching through those abdominals, almost like a little bit of a back bend. And then we'll do the other side, other leg in front. Opposite arm comes forward and up, stretching the back, stretching the abdominals. And back down. All right, one more forward fold. So inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Oh yeah, that feels amazing on the back. Hopefully you have a little more space in your forward fold now. And on your next inhale, slowly roll up. Rolling up the spine, reaching the arms, sweeping them out and up. And then give yourself a high five at the top. Whew, those abdominals are working. Yay! Nice job, everyone.